haven't done a video in a while, and I thought that I would. Excuse my eye patches, I believe in self-care, so just trying to work to make sure that I remain youthful. But I thought I would do a video today because my title of my video, my Instagram is, my YouTube channel is called 50-Year-Old Late Bloomer. And that has relevance to me in my life because I believe that there are stages that we all go through. I also have a therapist, and when we were talking about this, we have desires and dreams that we all have, and sometimes we keep them, we suppress them because we don't think that they're obtainable. But in life, are there things that are obtainable? I mean, granted, I'm not gonna go to Los Angeles and buy a house in Beverly Hills. No. But there are certain things in life that if you prepare yourself for, because it's all about proper preparation to get you to where you're trying to go. I am 56, and I have decided that the things that I have always wanted to do, I'm not going to just put them off anymore. I'm not going to allow other people to put me in a box, because I think we allow that to happen. Sometimes it's our family and sometimes it's our friends, and it's not always intentional. It's just that some people can't think beyond right here. They only know the parameters of which they've put their lives in. So sometimes it's natural for them to think that that's how someone else's life is supposed to be. When in actuality, we all are in our own individual journeys. And how we get there is basically an individual thing. Like I've decided, going forward, I have 4 years of planning before my husband and I decided that I'm going to retire early and basically start this process of enjoying life. We all go to work and we all raise children and, we save and all these things. And the reality is, when you're saving, unless you have a goal, like you're saving to buy a house or you're saving to buy a car, those savings, you should still enjoy it. At some part in life, you should have both. Save for the house or save for the car, but also save for the journey in life that you really want to have. Because at some point in life, I believe we should stop chasing money. Because money is money, and if you die tomorrow, you can't take it with you. And if you get older, there's going to be a limit to what the things in life that you're going to really want. You don't need a house, may not need a car, you may not want more jewelry, you may not want that Louis Vuitton or any signature thing. It's about the journey through life and the experiences that take your breath away. Visiting other countries, see how other people live lives, maybe you live in another country, because if this is all you really don't have the experience to know about someone else's situation and how great something else could potentially be, because we're caught up on what we think we know. And in actuality, we really don't know. And so I have a couple of things that I want to get into. Like right now, because I'm a very physical person. I've been doing physical stuff for a long time. And I have taken a love for yoga, have been practicing, doing a little bit, but I went and got certified. And I am pleased to say I am a certified yoga instructor as of April, but I just taught my first class, packed house, 25 people yesterday, and they all loved it. And I felt so accomplished because that was my stepping into my chapter 2. I call it my final landing, because life is short and I have more days behind me than ahead of me. So everything moving forward is about moving me to the goal, the thing that I had in my mind that I didn't think was obtainable, but now I'm starting to say, hey, you know what? Why is it not obtainable? Why am I putting limitations on where I can go, what I can do, and all the possibilities? And I decided, I want to have a yoga studio. I want to have a studio that people look like me can come and practice. I don't care who practices, but I noticed in the area that I live in and all the research that I've done, there's very few black-owned yoga studios. And every space that I've gone to practice, I've always been the only one. So I want to broaden that out. But I also want to attach some other things onto it because, like I said, I'm a physical person. I do competitions. I'm going to be prepping for I'm 56, and I'm going to be prepping for probably until I'm 60, my final couple of bikini contests. So stay tuned for that. I'm going to get back on that stage again. Love it. The competition, the dedication, the focus, and the discipline, it just keeps me going. So when I go to the gym, I might take you long, but the message for today really is about self-care. Take some time out for you. If you've raised your children and you've done all the things, and you might be still raising children, You have to pause and realize that life is short, and you have to stop and smell the roses, eat the cake, and enjoy life, because life that you know it may change at some point. What you don't want to do is have any kind of regrets. So I'm trying to learn to live in the moment, and again, planning somewhat for the future, what I want the future to look like for me and my family, or well, me and my husband, because my kids are grown. And it's okay to want something that someone else doesn't understand. I will no longer allow someone else's limitations to limit me and where I want to go on my journey, because life is short. And I want to make sure that at any time that I sit down and I have a quiet moment, that I don't have regrets and anger because I allow someone else to dictate what my happy ending looks like. And I don't think it's selfish. I think through life, we all deserve what we define as happiness. And how that looks is different for everybody, but it's your life. There's a part of you that should be selfish about the things that you want, and it's not a bad thing. It's just a thing, right? So I love having these moments. And again, I try to get on when I have something to say. Going into my chapter 2 and speaking to any woman or any man or anybody who understands about what the other side looks like for you and how you can find happiness, and what happiness looks like is different for everybody. And that's okay, because we're all individuals. We came in this world alone. We're going to leave alone. So the life that we have, it's okay to want something different than someone else. But if you're married, you have to find that balance, that the partner, and you can come together and everybody feels like they're getting something and someone doesn't feel like they're losing. But again, enjoy life, smell the roses, eat the cake, but enjoy life, because you only got one, and when it's over, it's over.